Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Yakim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing his work in truth and sincerity. And this is another example of these vain talkers whose mouths must be stopped. And the Lord is all praises to Yahweh Bashem Abushai. The Lord is coming through and making due on his promise, okay, to get our adversaries, the enemies of the cross, out the way, okay. Yahweh Bashem Abushai got this Negro. He got him, and shout out to the secret disciple that earlier, the apostle pretty much had the recording of the sentencing day, okay, which was today, all right, September the 6th, the sentencing of Brother Polite. People know, has been our adversary and has been the catalyst, of this whole grape doctrine, pretty much, He has been pretty much accusing us, demonizing us, slandering us, okay, here at Great Millstone, okay, and now Judgment Day was set forth, and shout out to that secret disciple that was able to record the sentencing proceedings, okay, of this individual. I was pretty much trying to keep track of the sentencing. I didn't know exactly what day the sentencing was. I remember I made a comment to the brothers maybe about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, concerning this individual, but I didn't know exactly. I forgot exactly when the sentencing day was, and hey, we got whiff of it, and brothers are pretty much putting up beautiful videos of edification. And pretty much, the Lord's avenging us, okay, on our adversaries, the enemy of the cross, which is this individual right here. And pretty much, and along with him, this is an example, okay, for people like Starnetta, people like ISUPK, okay, people like IUIC, okay, and all we was doing was pretty much bringing out the ancient customs of our culture, you see, that we were pretty much stripped from, okay. But Jake is emotional and getting caught up in this westernized society, all right, and not pretty much understanding the cultures that are back east, and it's not only our culture that does these things as far as how we deal with women, okay, and this right here is an example, of a hypocrite right here, okay. You see, the Lord is pretty much bringing forth judgment, and it's simply for people that are mockers and scoffers to pretty much fear, This man has been disruptive in us handling our Father's business, man. You see? Okay? He's not going to diminish this word in any way, form, or fashion, But, it's just the things that we have to go through along the way and deal with ninjas like this, And pretty much this man was sentenced to 7 years in a penitentiary, and upon his release, he has to serve 10 years of parole, so to speak. Okay, he's gonna be on parole for 10 years on top of that. Now, if he violates that parole in any way, okay, he will ultimately be sentenced to 61 years, okay, with all the charges that have been stacked up against him, and pretty much, this Lord is just making this man an example, you know, and pretty much, the Lord is holding this man accountable and anybody accountable, man, for every idle word, man. You see? Okay? Now, let me just hit a scripture real quick. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belong unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, and this man needs to pretty much fear, and this clip right here, I'm going to pretty much play this at some point within this video, and it shows you how much of this man has been an enemy, okay, of the cross, an enemy of Yahweh Bashim Abushai. You see? All right? And Sarnetta, you're not out the woods yet either. This man, you've been riding this man's coattails, and pretty much riding our coattails too, to give your channel content, okay, you rode the wave for a good while, with this man. Okay, this man has brought gang members up against us. Pretty much it came to naught. But you see how the 2/3 are pretty much form Voltron on the prophets, man. All right, since when do you have the Bloods and Crips coming together for a cause? And that's pretty much what happened, with this whole grape thing. And people have a small understanding on it. Because why? It's because you're caught up in the westernized mentality. Jake has been in Babylon too damn long. You see? And now, this man is pretty much an example, okay, amongst the congregation. You see? And we know that the Lord is with us, man. All right? The Lord is with us. You see? So with that recording in the courtroom, pretty much had the testimony of the account of what happened. One of his wives, okay, he basically slept with or had intercourse, pretty much with one of his wife's daughters, okay, and pretty much he had his way with her. He drugged her. He pretty much forced alcohol with her, and pretty much at the end of the day, DNA was found, okay, on the woman, okay, the young lady, and pretty much his wife, one of his wives that pretty much was her daughter, and she pretty much spoke her piece upon sentencing, and hey, it's out there, man. Okay, this man has been exposed, pretty much. All right, let's hit the scripture real quick. Let's go to the book of Matthew. I'll bring that out real quick. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For what judgment ye judge, he shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. And pretty much, this man was getting into his emotions, okay? And pretty much doesn't understand the scriptures, and took what he knows as being in his westernized mentality, and pretty much tried to demonize us, man. Okay? And all we was doing was bringing out the law. Okay? And, he pretty much set the standard on he gave an example when he was at the main camp, pretty much about 7-8 years ago or so. And he's mentioned, we know a woman, okay, you can deal with her, she's past the flower. You see? Okay? And he pretty much set the standard on given the age. He said 12 years old. You see? Okay, so he pretty much, and this is where you had these other guys run with that. Okay? You see? Okay? Including these men of the circumcision, man. Okay? Speaking about IUIC and ISUPK. You see? Okay, and all you little minions and followers, man, that have been pretty much making smart comments over the years, man, and pretty much have been still making comments. You see? And here it is, you got some people that are still trying to justify this damn man. Okay? But it says, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? You see? And pretty much, man, we are spiritual men, so we can judge all things. You see? All right? He's a carnal man. Okay? So he can't judge of no man. Okay? And this man has pretty much demons on him, man. Okay? All right? For the heinous act that he has done. You see? All right? And we're not even speaking about the age disparity. We're speaking upon, all right, you basically in the law, pursuant to Leviticus 18th chapter and the 17th verse. Okay? You cannot sleep with your the mother and daughter. You see? And that's pretty much what he did. And not only that, you know, the way that he went about it was pure wickedness, man. Okay? Using drugs and alcohol to pretty much get your way. You see? Okay? And it says, thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote that is in thy brother's eye. You know, this man has not been walking straight, so he can't judge of anything, man. You see? Okay, this man is in heavy into the Egyptology, you know, and the paganism, you know, and this man has pretty much has been, and who knows what else this man has been caught. Okay, who else knows what else that he's been doing? You see? Okay, so it's a beautiful thing how the Lord has turned things around, man, and exposed this man for the very same thing that he got in his emotions for, man. You see? And it says, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine. You know, basically, you know, okay, we basically casted this up unto dogs, man. Okay? We brought up the word of Yahweh Bashem Abishai, you know, okay? We cast it before swine. Okay? All right? Polite pretty much representing that swine, man. That unclean being. You see? That brute beast, okay? That couldn't understand the scripture. So we got emotional and shouted the Bible. That same individual. You see? But it says, cast ye not your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. You see? And he had a disdain for us. Okay? All right? Because of our stance in the scriptures. All right? An ancient custom. Okay? And it's in the book of the law. But we understand that all things are not expedient. Okay? And this is something that he couldn't understand. Okay? And he couldn't apply that to his own lust. All right? On what he has done. You see? Okay? Now, I want to play a little bit of this video. Okay? All right? I'm going to play maybe just about 2 minutes of it. Okay? Now, the title is Brother Polite Exposes the Most High. Okay? So he's showing you how this man is an enemy of the cross, first and foremost. Okay? And a pure example of us casting the pearls before swine. And this is something that what we ought not to do. You see? All right? This is Exhibit A right here. So, without any further ado.
This is what I want them to hear. This is powerful. They follow a God. We can't do our conference because people are dying. So that means people are dying on God's watch. So, why should I believe in him? When is God going to save our people? See, I can't be believing in no crazy shit like that because they've been selling this to us for years. So, they made me atheist. Hebrew Israelites made me atheist. Christians made me an atheist. Muslims made me an atheist because they sold me on a half-truth. That's what they did. They sold me on a half-truth. And the more they perpetuate this half-truth, the more unconvincing the story becomes. So there's an all-knowing God who, for whatever reason, hasn't decided after the 1,200 years from the trans-Saharan slave trade, after the 400 plus years of the European enslavement, near 2 millenniums we had to undergo incapacitated, and still they believe in this God. And for some reason, they make excuses for why God suggests to us that we must endure during these hard times that they profess that we're living in to this day. Why do you or anyone else believe in God at this point? It's a lie. It's obviously a lie. Unless you're telling me someone who cared that much about my race doesn't think 1,600 years is enough of oppression. What, we got to do 1 more year? 10 more years? How much more years do we have to go with this all-knowing God who made us his chosen children of Israel, and all we have to do is believe in him or believe in Yahweh, or believe in Christ? How many more years do we got to believe in this nigga before we see some fucking results? See, that's why I'm an atheist. I have to be that. It's someone who doesn't believe in God or gods. You say anything outside of that, I want to see the definition so I can be clear to stand on it. But I have to be an atheist at this particular point because God has not delivered. And if I told you that you can come to my school, and when you come to my school, what's going to happen is you can get a degree. And when you get that degree, you can get a job.
That's pretty much enough of that. You see? So you pretty much know what his stance is. And what the Lord did was pretty much render him judgment, man. Okay? All right? This man clearly is not going to make it. All right? And we can actually put shekels on that he's going to eat a missile. Okay? All right? We're going to be up out of here before that he can even get to that 7 years, though. But that's where he's going to be at. Okay? He's going to be locked up in the cell. Okay? And not only that, okay, this is frowned upon within any prison system you look at. Okay? All right? When you're dealing with any nation that's within the lockup. Okay? This is frowned upon. And this man is not going to escape the judgment. Okay? The Lord's not going to just put this man through this and then ease up on him once he gets locked up. No, he's going to run into other people, okay, that are in their feelings about what he did. You see? Okay? And they're going to pretty much have their way with him. Okay? You know, Big Supreme, all right? He's going to be in there. You know, the one that pretty much is ruling that pretty much that section of the prison. Okay? And his riches and his money is not going to be able to get him out of that, man. Okay? You see? You got to remember that this man is a pretty much a public figure, okay, and this is pretty much well publicized, so to speak, okay. And this man is being aired out and put on blast by the prophets, man, okay, and they're pretty much going to have their way with him in there, man, okay, all right, and this is the way this setup is, man. You know, it is what it is, you know, and like brother said, man, brothers don't feel no remorse in that, man, okay. He tried to pretty much, okay, with his tongue, destroy us, man. You see? Okay? So, let me get from there. Let's go to, I want to get James, chapter 3. Matter of fact, I'm going to just pull it up. I want to pull it up in the good news, but I'll just pull it up on the regular KJV. James chapter 3, verse 3. Behold, we put bits in the horse's mouth, that they may obey us, and we turn them about the whole body. You know, and pretty much, you know, when you have a horse, you know, the bit is pretty much what controls the horse. To where you pretty much, you want to go fast, you want to go slow, you want to turn it a certain kind of way. You know, that bit in his mouth, pretty much you have control over that horse. Verse 4, behold, also ships, which though they be so great, and are driven of fast winds, yet they are turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeneth. You know, and that helm is pretty much what controls the ship even though it is so great, it's just a small little lever that controls it. You see? But it says, even so the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. You see? Okay? And this man boasted great things, man. Okay? He boasted great things against the Most High. Okay? All right? He had no respect for the book of the law. You see? Okay? This man has slandered us. Okay? This man has demonized us. You see? Okay? This man has had a despised our existence. You see? And on top of that, this man is pretty much an atheist, man. Okay? Money is his god. Okay? Those Egyptian deities, man. Those are his gods that he prays to, man. You see? So this man has boasted great things, man. Plus the fact that he's arrogant. He's an arrogant individual. Okay? All right? You see a plethora of videos that are out there, and you can see his riots in the daytime, man. Okay? With his wives, his money, all right? This man pretty much thinks he's in the kingdom, man. Okay? But this man is under the guise of Satan, man. And just diving into all types of wickedness, man. Okay? But this man has been found out. You see? Okay? It says, and the tongue is a fire in the world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on a fire of hell. And pretty much, man, this man has met his judgment, man, because of his tongue, man. You see? Okay? All right? The Lord is listening, man. Okay? And it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh B'Shem Abishai. And how the Lord pretty much has put this man in a certain position of the very same thing that he said that he despised, man. Okay? You see? All right? Now, you don't see any member of Great Millstone getting themselves in no type of predicament that this individual has gotten himself into, man. Okay? All right? What he did was not expedient. All right? When you want to talk about the age difference. But at the point is that of the transgressions of how he went about the things, man. Okay? You see? All right? Pretty much when you want to deal with the book of the law, all right? All right? Sleeping with the mother and daughter. Okay? You see? The mother pretty much trusted him with the daughter to be alone, and he pretty much had his way, man. Okay? Drugging her up. Okay? That's not in the scriptures. You see? Filling her with liquor and pretty much having his way with her, man. Okay? And on top of that, on top of the judgment with the 7 years and the 10 years parole, he has to pay a restitution of $25,000, which pretty much is that's not enough for all the money that he's pretty much boasted himself in worshiping. Okay, he got off light on that, that end of it. He got off pretty late with that. You see? Okay? So, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Rashai, man, to actually expose this man. You see? Okay? All right? And, in these other camps now, we're going to see how they pretty much handle this situation. You see? Okay, because they pretty much was right on board right with this individual, man. Okay, you see, and see how judgment just hit him right in the face, man. All right. From there, let's go to Sirach. Brother's been putting out pretty much, bringing out precepts and putting together beautiful lessons, man. And hey, man, this is this is the talk of the week. This is pretty much the talk of the week right here. And this pretty much made Brother's day right here, man. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 29. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. And he pretty much did not take good heed of what he speaks, man. Okay? All right, I played the little clip of that video, all right, of him trying to justify him being an atheist. Well, you know what? That's on you. Okay? That's on you. All right? And pretty much, all right, you're going to die right here, okay, in the land of Babylon, man. Okay? You're going to be put to death in the worst way. You see? Okay? And you're a hypocrite. You see? And you're being found out. It says, verse 30, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall. And that's pretty much what he did, man. He exalted himself, man. Okay? He pretty much rode the wave on that, and it pretty much just, rode our coattails as well. Him along with Sarnetta, and pretty much brought them to new heights within the social media world, so to speak. And he exalted himself, man. Okay? These guys putting up videos and showing how much money he's spending in Whole Foods, and paying it like it's nothing. Wearing, $2,000 footwear, like it's nothing. You see? This man got proud and thought he was above the law. You see? And his money couldn't even get him out of it. You see? All right? Whoever has helped set this man up, okay, they didn't even get him out of the situation that he was in. You see? It says, right? Exalt not thyself lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And he brought dishonor upon thy soul, man. That must have had to be the most humiliating day of his life in that courtroom, man. Okay? And all he had to do, all he was doing was respond to the judge, yes, sir, okay? And pretty much just his heinous act was pretty much on display, man. Okay? You see? And it says, right? You bring dishonor upon thy soul, and so the Most High discover thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. And this man's pretty much been cast down in the midst of the congregation, man. Okay? All right? All the brothers were able to see and witness this, man. Okay? And pretty much videos are going viral. Brothers putting up beautiful lessons, and listen, this is only day one. So this is pretty much gonna be lessons that are gonna be pretty much up there, all right, for the masses of the people to see, okay? And it just shows you, okay, how the Lord is with us, man, and not to mess with His men, and we handling like our Father's business, man. You see, okay? But you cast down, right? In the midst of the congregation. Why? It's because the Most High discovered your secrets, man. You see? Okay? What you did behind closed doors, man, was brought to light. You see? Again, shout out to the secret disciple, man, that pretty much recorded that hearing, that sentencing hearing. It says, right? You can be cast down in the midst of the congregation because thou camest not in truth to fear the Lord. And this man didn't fear the Lord, man. Okay? He's trying to justify him being an atheist, and why should he pray to a power that has been putting people through hell? Okay? And he doesn't understand the scriptures, man. He doesn't understand the Lord's will. All right? And it's not meant for him to understand that. Okay? No example of the pearls being cast to the swine, man. Okay? You see? All right? But that was his lot at the end of the day. You see? Right? But it says, because he came not in the truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit. And this man is full of deceit, man. Okay? He wants to make himself to be some one way, and he's actually another, man. You see? And his wicked deeds behind closed doors where he's exposed, man. You see? So it's been a beautiful day, man. Okay? And the Lord is rendering judgment, man. Okay, the Lord is setting his eyes upon our people, man, and getting them out the way, man. Okay, all right. This man hasn't really been, pretty much a nuisance of lately, but hey, okay, in his security, man, the Lord destroyed him. You see, Okay, and this hell ain't over for him yet, man. Okay, it's not over for him yet though. It's gonna be a long night for him. All right, his first night up in that lockup. Okay, so we gotta get pretty much used to you know, the orange jumpsuit or the black and white pinstripes or whatever they pretty much issue, and he has to pretty much you know keep himself uh, uh, away from the dangers of the belly of the beast, man. Okay, that's his next task that's at hand. Okay, and his money's not going to be able to get him out of that, man. Okay, they don't take too kindly to these type of heinous acts. Okay, when you want to go according to people being in their feelings, with just like how he was in his feelings, and then hey man, the Lord's gonna turn it right back onto him, man. You know, so all praises to Yahweh Bashim Abushai, man. All right, and pretty much, man. Hey, with that, Shalom, Akim.